We're live.
Okay.
Don't get nervous. Gotta finish my drink before I have my drink.
That's exactly my thought.
You
So wait, you did like it or you didn't like it?
I didn't really like it. I didn't hate it as much as the last one, but I didn't really like it.
Just want some Blenheims.
What?
I can't.
Oh!
Oh. Hopefully your ugly case protected it.
Yeah, it's fine. The vibration knocked it off. What's the Pokemon there?
It is called Minccino.
Oh, Minccino. All right, you ready?
Of course I'm ready.
3, 2, 1. Go Nintendo Podcast, Webisode 572, the Minccino Podcast. Oh, Mr. Minccino.
It's the Minccino.
Mom, Brain, could you please tell us about Minccino?
Happily. Minccino is a furry gray chinchilla
Well, isn't that funny?
like Pokemon with scruffs of fur on its head and neck. It has large ears on the sides of its head with red insides partly covered by tufts of fur. It has large brown eyes and a small dot-like nose.
Do you get it?
No? Explain it, please.
No, it's okay. Humor's best if...
Mommy, Rummy Cowboy laughed about brown eyes. What's so
Humor
funny?
is not very good if you have to explain it. I'm just above your humor level.
I think that would be considered below.
I'm above your humor level. You're below mine.
No. No, that kind of humor is low.
My joke was highbrow.
No, it wasn't.
You just don't understand. You don't understand sophisticated humor like Brown Eye. Mom, Ray, will you please tell us about Mr. Minccino?
Oh boy. Its limbs are somewhat rounded and small, and its ears and tail have white tips. The tail is also long and particularly furry. This tail acts like a broom as Minccino uses it to clean its den. It also brushes another Minccino with its tail to greet it.
It brushes it. Brush my fur.
It prefers clean habitats, and it obsesses with cleaning dirty items. It's like me. Well, not really. It can also use its tail to perform it and its evolution's signature move, Tail Slap. It's number 572.
That's an open tail slap.
It's really pretty cute looking. It's a normal type Pokemon. Its abilities include Cute Charm or Technician. Its hidden ability is Skill Link, and there's a very unbalanced male to female ratio. 25% male to 75% female.
Oh.
They're just a smidge over a foot tall, and they weigh somewhere around 13 pounds.
Thanks, Mom Brain.
You're welcome.
SD Sick Hero, I have the Twitter questions ready. We're asking some today. I didn't think it was just going to be us today. I'm still not convinced it's just us today.
Yeah, I did music.
We're doing it. I don't care.
Right.
I said we're doing music on the site. We're doing it. I'm here to guess. And we got your Twitter questions that we're going to ask. Yeah. I was waiting for a bigger crew. Yes, I thought that would be today. I thought Kirby would be here. He always tells me if he's not going to be here.
So he'll be here. He'll just be late.
And Lube was saying he wanted to make it and was really going to try to make it. But he usually, if he's coming, he shows up a little bit before time or right on time. So I guess he's not making it. But we're doing music and we're doing questions. So don't you worry. Oh, I should. Sorry about
I don't
that.
think I care for this ginger beer.
I told you I didn't
It has
really
no
like
fizz.
it. Well, I don't care about fizz, but when it comes to sodas and stuff, I don't care about them being fizzy. I liked that. I liked that ginseng up. I did.
I didn't.
I mean, I didn't love it, but okay. So Mom Brain's here.
Yep.
Hello, Darmani and Mode 7 and Link Triforce and SD Sick Hero. And
Maybe I do like it.
Hikomomori Media and Sir Shandy and Ark and whoever else I can't see in here. And Combo Meal, thank you for joining us. I greatly appreciate it. So, is there a new Egg Busters today? I don't know. I didn't get an email from Austin. Name of Austin. I didn't get time to check the YouTube channel today. So go over there and check it out, because I'm sure there's some episodes you haven't seen yet. So head over to That One Show Fun on YouTube and look at Egg Busters. And if there's a new one, watch that. And if there's not, watch all the ones you haven't seen before, because they're all great. Trump 2016 has joined us in the chat saying, "Make America Great Again." We're honored to have him. I mean, so many other things he could be doing with his time, but he needs his Nintendo news.
I don't really think there's much else he could be doing with his time.
So go check that out. Like I said, I'm not sure if there's a new episode or not. Last week's episode was about Pokemon Blue. So if you haven't seen that, go have a watch. Oh, someone's here.
I've lived here for 35 years.
I've lived here for 35 years. I know when an intruder's coming in.
Hey guys.
It's hey Kirby, it's Kirby. I had to change it. I said
Sorry, I'm late.
I said Kirby never doesn't not show up without telling me.
Never doesn't not.
Doesn't he not? I said, so if he's coming, I said I think he's coming, because you didn't tell me you weren't coming. So.
Right.
No worries. I was a little late too. Anyway. Hello, Mitchy Mouse.
We still started like a quarter after, right?
Yeah, okay. Yeah, you're fine. We literally just did Pokemon and that's it. Oh, I talked about Egg Busters. Egg Busters! Also, I'm very happy to say this week there was finally a new Parents Play episode. As you know, or as you might not know, last week I recorded a new Parents Play, and it was about my parents playing Bonk. They had no idea what Bonk was. They never heard of Bonk. No, which is understandable, because it's in the tier of
oh my God. Sorry.
Mascots.
Yeah, can I interject for a second?
Please.
I don't know if she remembers this, but one time I think either you or I were playing Bonk, and Mom Braden said like something I thought was like hilarious. She said, "Can we confirm that Bonk is a baby?"
I mean, it looks like a baby, sure.
He's got like a Charlie Brown kind of look.
Yeah.
But like, maybe he's not.
Well, let's look at it like this.
It's hard to tell.
He obviously chews meat off the bone, and a baby can't do that yet. Right?
I mean, well,
He's
how
also
old?
a caveman.
Using my extensive
because like a
cave boy.
Clearly kid who's like a year and a
That's
half.
what they call him, right? Bonk the cave boy.
Sure.
A kid who's like a year and a half could probably eat meat off the bone.
Well, all right. So how old do you need to be to walk?
About a year.
All right. So he's at least a year.
Right. And at that point, I mean, like 18 months, a kid could reasonably eat meat off of a bone.
Combo Meal's taking things in a different direction, and I can agree with what he's saying too. He says he always thought Bonk looked like a 65-year-old Japanese man. Now I could see that. Your stereotypical old Japanese man, balding and like scrunched up face. Yeah, I got that.
Maybe like a Buddhist monk.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, I had my parents play Bonk. We played the whole regular length of the video, so it was like 40 minutes. And then when I went to export, right from the beginning, it was all pooped up. The audio was screwed up. The picture was screwed up. And I tried for over an hour and a half to save it, and I couldn't. So it had to be thrown away. It's the first official lost episode of Parents Play.
Which, if you really know GoNintendo, that's a pretty good streak you had going before.
That's true. I mean, with no hardware issues that actually ruined the whole video, yeah. But I updated all the software and I tried everything out a million times before my parents came over this week. And I tested it the day they were here too, and everything seemed fine. So I set them up to play a game, and we recorded something, and it actually worked. And now you can see my parents play Castlevania 3. They have played Super Castlevania 4 on the Parents Play series before, but they had not played any other Castlevania games, so I gave them 3 because, oddly enough, last week my dad mentioned Castlevania in the video. So I said, well, I think you picked next week's game. So I set them up with Castlevania 3, and that's a game my mom had played a million years ago. So, but she's played a whole bunch of Castlevania games, so she's at least familiar with the franchise. And you know my dad, he never knows what's going on, but you can watch those 2 play Castlevania 3. It's live on YouTube right now. You can check it out on the top of GoNintendo by looking at the Go Original Content section, or you can go to our YouTube channel, whatever the hell that is. I don't know. Just go to the Go Original Content, or Top Stories. You could go there too. So I'm glad that's all fixed, and there were no issues this week. Plus, we have some curtains up in the room, which helped with sound dampening for echoes on voices, and then on top of that, the updated software has all new settings, so I just had to pick a. Really?
Well, it took you for freaking ever to play that word.
I was busy yesterday.
So was I.
Oh, sound dampening, yeah. And then the software had a whole bunch of new settings for recording volume, so I just had to pick one and try it. So I know it was a little blown out this week, so I can fix that next week. But look forward to better audio. G-Man Star says podcast ruined. Thanks, Mom Brain. It was all your fault.
Well, Pinterest just sent me an email. 10 strawberry pins you might like. So I'll see you guys later.
So I'm going to be very busy.
So long, losers.
So pardon me, but
So please check that out if you haven't. What else? I guess that's all the regular stuff. Have a lot to talk about for what I played because I played a butt ton last night. But we'll get to that later. I don't even remember what top stories there were. I'm sure there's something Pokemon related, but let's cover what else there is. Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. We all saw that trailer at E3 2014. I don't even want to call it a trailer or even a teaser trailer because it was so short, but it was our first glimpse at the game. And from an Edge interview with Mr. Al Newman, we found out a lot more info on how crucial that little piece of footage was to creating the entire game. He says that E3 2014 video was running in real time and it was in-engine, but that scene was made especially for the trailer. And a scene with Link shooting arrows at the Guardian on his horse, and then he jumps off the horse and he fires the arrow into the thing, and everything goes into slow motion. All of that was a gameplay mechanic that wasn't even implemented in the game yet. It was something they wanted to do. So they made it in-engine, which is one thing, but then to turn it into something that's actually playable, that's completely different. And Al Newman says he really wanted to put that in the game. And that scene in that trailer made that possible because they were like, wow, look at how cool that looks. Wow, we made it. We got to make sure that's in the game. So now it is. And they also say the team really expanded upon the story based on what was shown in that trailer, too. The specific quote is, after creating the trailer, I really wanted to put that in the game, the horse stuff and the bow and arrow. So I ended up making it come true. There's a lot I learned from the trailer. Once we put that element in the game, it made us think, what else can we do with this enemy? How else could we fight it? It expanded to new story ideas as well. The trailer became the basis for the whole game. So just that little snippet we saw, the whole game was built off that. And obviously now we know what the game looks and plays like, even though we don't get it till March. CSP has first comment. And he puts a summary in there about the Link jumping off the horse part. And then he says, I checked the first trailer for Twilight Princess. What did you see? Fighting while riding Epona. They've been doing this for quite some time, showing gameplay elements on the very first trailer because Nintendo are one of the few developers who do not aim to impress, but to inform of the game they are currently developing. The, quote, I need to make this now, unquote, that Al Newman states, was very risky since there would be questions raised if the jumping off the horse and attacking in slow-mo was not in the final game. But it is safe to say that you can trust Nintendo with trailers. Well, so far, I'm sure there's stuff. I'm sure there's examples down the road somewhere where Nintendo's shown something in a trailer that didn't end up in a game. You know what? That really pisses me off with movies. Like when you see a trailer for a movie on TV and you're like, oh, I like that part, and then it never shows up in a movie.
You know what I hate? When you see a trailer for a movie.
And it ruins the whole movie?
And then you go to see the movie and you're like, I saw everything in the trailer.
Yeah, they do that so much nowadays.
Especially with comedies.
I don't even watch trailers anymore because of that. Oh yeah, comedies definitely.
I don't remember what the part was, but I remember in oh boy, what's the name of that movie with the three witches?
Oh, Hocus Pocus.
Hocus Pocus. I vividly remember them showing a part in the trailer or on the commercial that wasn't in the theater. I can't remember what that part is now, but
you saw it in the theater?
Yeah.
I love you.
It's a good movie.
It's a great movie.
They're making a sequel.
That's what I heard. But what if it's not good?
Also, there was
It won't be, but it's okay.
It definitely won't be. Also, there's a
you know what they say, you can't go home again.
there was a part
Can't
in
follow
the
charity there. Very wise man told us that once.
what is it? Ernest Scared Stupid had a part in its commercial that showed something. Someone spitting out milk or something. Obviously, milk's a part of that
How about
movie.
a bumper sandwich, booger lips?
that part wasn't in the
Booger
movie.
lips is such a good insult.
Why don't we say that? Everything lips.
We gotta
Donkey
bring-
lips, booger lips.
Bring booger lips back.
Hello, Hasfar and Roth. All right, Europe. What did Europe get on Wii U and 3DS as far as downloads go? They got Street Fighter Alpha 2, the Super Nintendo game. They also got Street Fighter 2 Turbo Hyper Fighting. They got Street Fighter 2, the new Challengers. So you get all the Street Fighter action you could possibly want. And these are on new 3DS. I need to stress that once again because they are only available on new 3DS or new 3DS XL. SD Sticker says RMC needs to get the Ernest Get Stupid Ultimate Edition. Is that a real thing?
I wouldn't be surprised.
If it's a real thing, I need it. You're right. Regular 3DS got Power Disc Slam, Psycho Pigs, Crazy Construction, which is free. Yeah, it says it's free. Fire Emblem Fates DLC. You got Part 4 DLC and Part 5 DLC, and then also the end of the first wave of DLC, which is called Lost in the Waves. So then DLC Pack 2 is on its way. Wii U got Bonk's Adventure. So if you want to see what my parents played and lost, you can get that for yourself in Europe now. Also available is New Adventure Island. Let's see what the official description is. On Peaceful Adventure Island, the Islanders are celebrating the wedding of Master Higgins and Tina, the, quote, Miss Island Queen, unquote. That's what she is, I guess. Suddenly, the celebration is interrupted by the appearance of Baron Bronsky and his henchmen, who kidnap Tina and the island children. Master Higgins must set out to rescue the children and his beloved Tina in this side-scrolling action game. Throw hatchets and boomerangs, hop on skateboards along the way, and guide Master Higgins safely to the goals in each new area. New Adventure Island consists of 7 exciting stages. Each stage is split into 4 areas with a boss waiting at the end of the final area. Defeat all the bosses and release the kidnapped children. And waiting in the castle of the final stage, the wicked Baron Bronsky. Help Master Higgins defeat him.
That's a wrestling name, Baron Bronsky.
That's Baron Bronsky's music. And defeat him and reclaim his bride. There you go.
Did I watch you beat that game? I feel like I remember watching the ending.
Of that one? I don't know. I definitely played it.
That's the one for the TurboGrafx 16
yes.
where he's got red hair for some reason.
Did I beat that? Man, I don't even remember. I trust your memory better than mine.
I definitely remember watching you and Do playing it.
Yeah, I definitely remember playing it. I just don't remember the end. I must have. R-Type is also available, the TurboGrafx 16 version of R-Type. Letter Quest Remastered is available.
Ooh.
The Grim Reapers Grim and Rose need your help to defeat a legion of monsters, ghosts, and evil bunnies using the power of words. Spell words to battle monsters and earn gems that can be used to purchase upgrades, books, special items, potions, and much more. Letter Quest Remastered is a turn-based RPG featuring high-res artwork, clever wordplay, and 2 great soundtracks. Use your linguistic skills to survive. My brain, that's right up your alley.
It is.
Dragon's Skills is available, which is a classic arcade-style game. 3 Souls is available. Discover the world of Mustland with Nalessa in the sad cells of Moon Prison with the first episode of 3 Souls. In this 2D puzzle platformer, players must utilize the unique features of the gamepad to solve puzzles and the touchscreen to glimpse into the thoughts and feelings residing within Nalessa's soul. Man, it sounds deep. Secret Files Tunguska is available, which has been around for a million years. That was like, I think that was on the DS and the Wii, and now it's on Wii U. Special offers on stuff. Those are your downloads for the week. So, lots of Street Fighter, lots of TurboGrafx, and I'm sure lots of complaints. First comment comes from Nintendo 2Cop, and he says, nothing, again, of interest for me this week. It's good to finally see TurboGrafx 16 games on the Wii U, though. On the Wii U, though, it's far too late. It could be that they're bringing them out now as they'll transfer them over to NX. Well, let's hope so. Take-Two says they're believers in Nintendo, and they're excited about the NX. This is Take-Two CEO Strauss Zelnick. He says, we're believers. We never want to count Nintendo out. They do it over and over and over again, so we feel pretty enthusiastic, actually. Nintendo position in the console race is not a slump. It's intentional. They come to market, they do really well, and then they sort of exit the market for a period of time. They've been doing it for like 150 years, and that company has been doing the same thing. They're really thoughtful. They come to market with something they really think is going to work. More often than not, it really works. It blows up, and they eventually let it decline, and they move on to the next thing. They don't mind having time in between. And Mr. Zelnick said that's kind of exactly how Take-Two operates as well. They have certain things that they put out that are really popular, like GTA or Red Dead Redemption, and then they take a really long time to make their next games. And analysts,
that's because they can.
Yeah, investors are like, well, put out GTA 7. Where's GTA 9? Where's all GTAs? And they're like, yeah, we want to make sure they're good, so we gotta take our time with it.
They're kind of like Daft Punk. They'll only put out an album like every 5 years or so.
But when they do, everybody's like, wow, this is great. Yeah. That last GTA 5, my favorite by far.
Is that the short shorts?
Yes, short bandits.
Short bandits.
The storyline and like the story missions and all that were. It was the first GTA where I was actually interested in the story. Then on top of that, it really pushed the 360 and the PS3. Like it looks fantastic, especially for those systems. Top rated comment comes from BPM. And he says, Nintendo of America only edits Nintendo's own games. They don't force edits on third-party publishers' games. Well, somebody's a little angry.
I think he's responding to somebody else.
Well, let's see. These are the comments in order. Chef says, GTA on NX, please, or Red Dead Redemption. June the Wolf says, yeah, so it can be edited all to hell. And then BPM says it.
I mean, maybe if this was the early 90s.
That's right. What is this?
I mean, it kind of feels like the early 90s this summer. I watched,
feels like the 90s down here.
Oh, no, I've been meaning to.
Ecto Cooler. I've been watching Stranger Things. You guys are playing retro systems. It just feels good. It feels like the summer.
Feels good, man.
The summer of retro. I like it.
Yeah. So earlier this week, we heard from our friend Emily Rogers about rumored NX info. And like I always say, whenever she says something's coming, something comes. And that's exactly what happened. So she said something was going to come out about the NX. You're going to hear. Let's see what she said. Specifically, she said, you will see more NX reports coming out from other sites soon, major sites. And then other crap. And she was right, because Eurogamer came out with some stuff about the NX, which they're saying, it's marked as rumor, but they're claiming is correct inside source information that they've vetted a whole bunch of different ways. So whatever, we'll get to that in a little bit. But for now, let's talk about Pokemon Go. Pokemon Go, as of July 25th, hit 75 million downloads. That's between both iOS and Android. So I can't imagine what the game is at now. It's obviously at another million something, probably 80 million or 85 million, something like that. But the thing just keeps growing. It's insane how many people are downloading the 75 million downloads, and we're not even in the first month of the game yet. So I'm going to guess most people listening to this podcast have it. Swedish Galaxy 94 says, and that without being out in China. That is Very true. China. Not out in China, and I heard a lot of the athletes that are attending the Olympics are very angry because they can't play Pokemon Go because it's not out in Brazil either. And the mayor of Brazil went on Facebook and he was like, "Please bring out Pokemon Go here. We need it." This is not a joke. He actually did that.
I mean, I think he's got more to worry about right now.
That's a lost cause. Forget it. Like there's no more cleanup. It's not going to happen. Like people are going to get sick at this thing. That's all there is to it.
Yeah.
Just the other day, where the people are going to be swimming, they found another dead body and a severed arm. Like not even a mile away from where people are swimming. So. And
would be a hard call to make if I was an athlete.
That one doctor was like, "Just don't open your mouth." That's the advice that they're giving. Don't open your mouth because water doesn't get into your body any other way. Yeah, right. If you trained 4 years for this,
I'd really be. I would have. It would be a really hard decision to make, especially if it was like I was an older athlete. Like this might be my last Olympics, and
it could also be one of your last days on Earth if you swim in the water.
That's just terrible. You work so goddamn hard to train for that. It's a travesty.
Although you could set a new swimming record if you're out there and you're like swimming and like a severed arm floats by and you grab that arm and then you got 3 arms to swim.
I don't think it works.
You put one in your mouth.
Oh.
No, you're not allowed to open your mouth.
All right. Here's the Eurogamer rumor about it's we got a Hebrew national ad on the site. That's exciting. These are the only hot dogs that I buy.
That's not true.
The taste is great. I'm reading what the ad says. I don't even know if I've had a Hebrew national.
Yeah, you have. You just don't like them.
Not sponsored. Oh, I guess technically kind of sponsored by Hebrew National, but there's nothing. We don't have an official deal.
How much milk do they?
Yeah, right. G-Man says, "What am I wearing under the desk? I'm wearing a pair of shorts. That's it." Or are you talking about my shirt?
Probably.
Mom Brain got me this shirt with
I did
cats. Mom Brain's mom got me the shirt with cats flying at the moon.
She saw a man at a tiki bar wearing one, and she goes, "I need that shirt for my son-in-law. Where did you find it?"
So here's Eurogamer's rumored info on the NX. Big thank you to Yo Schiller for getting this news up on the site. It popped up during his block of coverage, and he was right on top of it. The NX will be a portable, handheld console with detachable controllers. It will function as a high-powered handheld console with its own display. The screen has 2 controller sections on the sides, which can be attached or detached, which is not crazy as far as Nintendo's history, because Nintendo has put out, before the NES, obviously, some I don't want to say Game & Watch stuff, but they had little devices that had detachable controllers on them. NVIDIA's Tegra mobile processor serves as the machine's centerpiece as far as horsepower goes. The NX will use cartridges instead of discs, which is a rumor that we've heard for a while now. And Nintendo recommends using 32 gig cartridges for game releases on the system. So I was looking up game sizes, and I think that's I don't know what a Blu-ray holds, but I guess it's a little bit less than usual, but it's pretty much on par with what most games do. And then we don't know if they're going to be dual layered or it's not dual layered because it's a cartridge. We don't know what high capacity options there are, what Nintendo's going to offer.
It'd be so weird having a cartridge-based system,
right? Well, you got to imagine it more like a 3DS cartridge-based system than an NES or something like that.
That's true.
Due to the drastic change in hardware design, there are currently no plans for backwards compatibility. So if you're hoping for Wiimotes to work or your Wii U gamepad to work, it sounds like that's not going to be the case. And the NX will not be running on Android, which is a rumor that we heard a while ago. JC Me says Blu-ray is about 55 gigs. So 32 gigs for a cartridge, 55 for a Blu-ray. How many games actually take up all that space? And how many games nowadays have you downloading a huge portion of them as soon as you put them in the system? So as long as there's, big storage or a decent amount of storage on the system, it shouldn't be an issue. And then on top of all that, like I said, there's 32 gigs isn't going to be the only cartridge size available. Nintendo plans to officially reveal some details on the NX in September. So if that does happen in September, we're going to already know some of the stuff they're going to talk about. Due to the previous confusion with the Wii U's promotion, Nintendo is taking a more simple approach to advertising the NX by stating that you can take your games with you on the go. So they want it to be very clear, because obviously when the Wii U came out, people didn't know if it was an add-on for the Wii. They didn't know if you could take the gamepad and play games outside of your house or all that stuff. So Nintendo's going to be very upfront and say, this lets you play games outside of the house. It is a portable. And we're also hearing outside of Eurogamer that you'll be able to connect it to a TV, so you can have it just as a console if you want to keep it at home. And then furthermore, there's even more rumors that there's going to be different SKUs. Like one would be portable only, where you can't attach the things. One would be the portable that you can plug into a TV through like some sort of dock. And then another one would be just for use on the TV. So they'd all play the same games, but it'd be form factor that'd be different. So you'd be able to take it with you or not if you're interested in portable gaming. R10 has the first, or he has the top-rated comment, and he says, "Behold, the first leaked photos of the NX," and he has the picture of one of the old Nintendo things. Oh, I made a mistake. There you go. Oh God, there you go.
Oh.
One of these old Nintendo things. Mom, brain.
Nice.
Camera.
What's that thing called?
I don't know what it's called. I think it's just like the Micro Versus system. That's what it's called. With a up, down, left, right D-pad and a spray button. All games nowadays use the spray button.
It's
So
right
yeah,
next to the run button.
like I said, Nintendo isn't confirming any of this information. This is all rumored right now, but it's coming from Eurogamer, so you know they obviously put some time into their rumors and research stuff properly. So take that as you will. We also have this also comes from Eurogamer. It gives a detailed look at the Tegra chip that's supposedly powering the NX. So I'll give you the details on that. And this is the technical side of things. So be prepared to fall asleep if you're not interested in this stuff. NX is based around NVIDIA's mobile-oriented Tegra processor. Development kit's currently using the Tegra X1 chip that's found in the Shield Android TV console and the Google Pixel C tablet. Combination of 4 higher power ARM processors combined with a quad-core arrangement of 4 lower power cores. The CPU is 8 CPU cores. GPU is a 256-core second-gen Maxwell technology GPU. Media supported up to 4K and 60 frames per second. Display support for up to 4K 60 hertz. USB support is USB 3.0. All Tegra X1 devices shipped to date are equipped with 3 gigs of mobile-oriented DDR3. The Tegra X1 in the NX development hardware is actively cooled with audible fan noise. The NX may actually end up using the Tegra X2, so the next evolution of the X chip. And we heard that Tegra is going to be, or NVIDIA is going to be announcing something about that chipset soon. So maybe the dev kits are using the lesser version because the newer one isn't out yet. And we don't have any information on the screen resolution right now. Talking about the screen on the actual device. So there you go. That's all your rumored information on the NX. Orion has first comment, and it's top rated, and he says, so basically they're putting out another outmoded system. Thanks, Nintendo. Yeah, because, you know, it didn't work for the DS or the Wii or the 3DS. We got a new Layton game. A new Layton game was announced for mobile and 3DS. It's called Lady Layton. Oh, I should get the... Well, yeah, it's called Lady Layton.
Should
but
just call her Ladyton.
Ladyton, it's perfect.
Professor Ladyton.
I had the actual English name that they gave it, but in the story I have the Japanese translation of the name. It's Lady Layton, the Millionaire King's Plot. And this stars Professor Layton's daughter.
Oh.
And a dog that apparently talks.
Luke and Layton.
Yeah, I didn't know he was. I didn't know Professor Layton was married.
The child of Luke and
You don't
Layton.
have to be married to have a baby.
Well, you know what I
That's
mean.
funny.
I didn't know he had time for.
The child of Luke and Layton, traditionally conceived?
Yeah.
You telling me Luke is a girl?
No. I'm telling you, you don't know anything about the world.
Apparently not. So you can check out the first trailer for that game because that's all we really got.
Gender fluid.
Yeah, it's due out spring 2017, and it is going worldwide. So you don't have to worry about us not getting this game. Level 5 has already confirmed that Europe and North America are going to get this game sometime in 2017. So look forward to that. And like I said, it is mobile, but it's also 3DS.
Has there been a Layton mobile game before? This one?
Yeah, there was like the Layton Brothers, I think. I think that's what it was called.
Mr. Layton's got a bigger family than we know anything about.
Mm-hmm.
What did you say?
I said he has a bigger family than we know anything about.
I guess we'll find out about it in future games. Thornrock says she looks very French for a British girl. It's a bit weird to see all these level 5 games being released on Android also. Well,
I mean, what is a French-looking person?
Does it mean her
look
head's
like?
kind of large?
I mean the Layton games have all had that French vibe to them.
Oui.
We have our
Let's see what it-
Quarter 1 update for Nintendo. So it's their fiscal results and hardware and software and all that jazz. Blah, 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 blah. All the boring stuff. If you like numbers, you should check it out.
I don't like them at all.
Nintendo says during the 3-month
Numbers,
period ended
numbers,
June
numbers.
30th, Kirby Planet Robobot saw steady sales. Bravely Second End Layer was released in Europe. Fire Emblem Fates was released, and both titles got off to a good start. The worldwide sales of the 3DS hardware were just under a million.
I have to go back.
Blah, 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 blah.
You don't like sitting on the
What
toilet?
is going on here?
Knitting on the toilet.
So they just talk about sales numbers and all that. I mean, like I said, if you want to hear the specifics, you can check it out. There's nothing really like super interesting in here. No like new information that we didn't know. It's just, sales data. So if that's your thing, you can check it out. The updated million sellers list is there as well too, so you can see where games stand at now. But it's all games you've already heard about. They just obviously have more sales now. So it's games that were already on the million sellers list. There's no new games added as of right now. So if you like numbers and you like all that statistical data, go check it out. That's why it's there. First comment comes from Zippo. And he says, same old, nothing new or noteworthy. I'm sure they didn't appreciate the leak happening on the day of their meeting, though. That's exactly what I was thinking. Another rumor about the NX. This comes from the Wall Street Journal. The Wall Street Journal says that the NX is going to play Nintendo's mobile titles, which only makes sense because if Nintendo's putting out games on mobile, they want everybody to be able to play them. And sometimes people have phones where you can't play those games, like Loop, for example.
Oh, yeah, the Matrix.
So you'll be able to play on the NX. That's the rumor. And it doesn't say anything about other mobile games that aren't on or aren't made by Nintendo, so I don't think it's going to give you access to like the Google Play Shop or anything like that. It'll just be specifically for Nintendo's mobile games, which, I'm sure isn't like a system seller for anyone, but it'll be a nice little addition. The King Up North says, so it will run Android after all, or it will run a custom version of those games. Knowing Nintendo, I would think a custom version, but I don't know. I guess we'll have to wait and see. Like I said, I don't know if Nintendo would make something where you can get onto the Android or the Google Play Store and download those games. So I don't know. And I bet Nintendo doesn't even talk about it at their next event. So Level 5, who announced a whole bunch of games, including Lady Layton and some other outer space game that's coming to the 3DS. They were asked about working on the NX, and they're not ready to talk about that stuff. Who said this? It's just a comment from Level 5. It says, we can't confirm any releases for the NX, but we very much enjoy working with Nintendo. I would be very surprised if Level 5 wasn't working on the NX. They've been a good supporter of Nintendo systems. They traditionally do more stuff on portables than consoles anyway. But with the way the NX rumors are sounding, it seems like Level 5 will have a good home there. Jverse says, if they can't confirm it, then it's a good hint that they are either actively working on it or want to. They would just have said no otherwise. Well, normally you would think that. I would agree with you, but you never know with these people. North America this week's digital downloads. I was doing so good. North America this week's Wii U and 3DS downloads. What did those systems get? They got Kirby Planet Robobot. Wait a minute, what? We've had that. Oh, a free demo of Kirby Planet Robobot. On Wii U, we got the Wii game Kirby's Epic Yarn. And on the Wii U, we also got the DS game Kirby Mass Attack. And then on top of that, the new 3DS got Kirby's Dream Course. So there's all kinds of Kirby Virtual Console games out there now. I feel like I never put in enough time at Kirby's Dream Course. Like I like the golf idea, and I like Kirby, and what I've played I liked, but I haven't put in a lot of time with it. Is that on the Wii U Virtual Console? I want to play it on TV, you know, how it was originally meant to be played, but you can get it on your new 3DS now. And these are all great Kirby games if you haven't gotten them or played them before. Kirby's Epic Yarn, Kirby's Mass Attack, Kirby's Dream Course, all good Kirby games. eShop sales, blah, blah, blah. We also got Gata Protectors, which I hear is like a great game for old school gaming fans. 3 Souls is available. Block is available, but that's BLOC, not BLOCK. Vector Wars is available, and Dracula's Legacy. And you can check out footage of a lot of these games on Nintendo's YouTube channel. So go check out his YouTube channel if you're interested in any of those titles. He's got some footage of those. Guy Bond says, "That's weird. I thought Mass Attack was a DS game." Edit. Yep, it was, and in every territory. Not even a weird Rhythm Heaven situation. Silly Nintendo PR. Well, what did the PR say? Kirby Mass Attack. Oh, they in their listing they called it a GBA game. No, it wasn't a GBA game. It was a DS game.
Oh, they goofed.
Stupid Nintendo. Castlevania. I talked to you about that. Here's a great story. So, select higher-up Russians fear that Pokemon Go is a Western plot to destabilize the nation from within. So they're afraid of Pokemon Go. I'm going to read you some of their comments. This is Franz Klitsevich, a senior Russian security official, and he says, "There's a feeling that the devil came through this mechanism and is simply trying to destroy us spiritually from within. This could lead all the way to revolution." Alexander Mikhailov, he's a retired major general of the Federal Security Service. He says, "Imagine that the little beast in question doesn't appear in some park, but at a secret site where a conscript or other soldier takes photographs with his camera. It's recruitment by one's own personal desire and then without any coercion.
To catch them all.
This is the ideal way for secret services to gather information." Communist Party lawmaker Denis Voronikov says, "Users of mobile devices with this game installed on it could become unsuspecting accomplices in terrorist acts." And then finally, Andrei Polyakov, leader of the Irbis Orthodox Union of Cossacks, says, "We need to drag people out of the virtual world. It all smacks of Satanism." So there you go. Lots of officials in Russia, let's say.
Is that why they won't release the game in China?
China.
Is China afraid of the same thing?
Well, I don't even think they allow like Google Maps data over there, so it can't even do it anyway. So yeah, there's some Russian people in positions of power that are worried about Pokemon Go. And then the article also has comments from other Russians who are like, these people are being dumb. Don't listen to them. And here's the best part about all this.
There was a speaker for the Communist Party. Like,
yeah,
Russia isn't a communist government.
The best part about all this is Pokemon Go isn't available in Russia. It's just
they
people
don't want it.
Downloading it, like the APK through the Play Store and using it that way. Top-rated comment from Vonter. It doesn't get any better than this. Can you guess it?
No.
In Russia, Pokemon catch you. You ever, man? I wonder if Yakov Smirnov knew he would be so culturally relevant all these years later.
Is he, or is he just culturally relevant to us?
Well, come on. If anybody's like, that's the go-to joke.
Yeah,
whenever
you mention Russia.
Yeah, he's got it.
I'm sure Russia loves that.
He He was in an episode of King of the Hill.
Was he really?
Yeah, like Bobby loves him. It's like one of Bobby's idols, and they meet up with each other. Like it's actually him in the episode. He voices himself. Hello, Nico Darunia. A report from App Annie, which is an intelligence firm, says that Pokemon Go is bringing in about $10 million a day. And on top of that, it's actually helping other mobile games because it's bringing in all kinds of new players. Their little blurb here, you can read the full report, but their little blurb says, Pokemon Go phenomenon is showing little sign of losing steam. The app continues to earn daily revenue of over $10 million on iOS and Google Play combined, even though it's been over 3 weeks since its initial launch. Because of its unprecedented success, we have received numerous inquiries from the customers about its effect on revenue and user engagement of other leading apps and games. Pokemon Go's impact has been largely additive to the app economy. More importantly, it has given app developers a blueprint for increasing engagement with their users and opening up new revenue opportunities. So you can read that full report if you want. But they're saying it's good. It's good for everybody because there's new people, there's more people, and now developers can see a new way to get people into their games to entice them with augmented reality and all that jazz. G-Man Sir has a comment that already looks amazing. He says, Pokemon Go's success reminds me that RMC needs to watch every single Shrek movie and special. This includes the Halloween special, the Christmas special, Puss in Boots movie, the after-credit scenes, the Ghost of Farquaad, and the DVD extras. Well, I guess my weekend is spoken for now. I need to catch up on Shrek. I've only seen one Shrek movie, and I really didn't like it.
No, I think you've seen more than one.
I have only seen one Shrek movie. I saw Shrek the Third in theaters for Greta's birthday, and it was terrible.
It was.
That's the only Shrek movie I've seen.
Is that the movie we went to that Lube hurt his leg?
Yes. I have only seen that Shrek movie.
You're just like trying to.
I remember everybody seeing the first Shrek movie, and they're like, "Oh my god, it was so funny," and I just didn't see it. I had nothing against it, and people saw the second one, and they were like, "Oh my god, it's so funny," and I was like, "Whatever." I just didn't see it. Then the third one came out. Greta wanted to see it for her birthday, and I was like, "Well, I heard the other two were funny, so let's go." And I saw it, and I was like, "Man, what a piece of crap." But maybe the next one will be good. Is there a next one already? Did it already happen? Is there Shrek the Fourth?
I think so. I haven't seen any of them, and I don't really keep up with how many sequels.
Oh, Michael Myers needs that Shrek buddy. He needs that green.
Wait, what does Shrek have to do with the?
It's G-Man, sir. I don't know what that is talking about. Lube says, on my way to make the end of pod. Okay. It's going to be sad he missed Shrek talk. Shrek is love. Shrek is life. Reggie talked about Nintendo's challenges, the Wii U missing out on an opportunity, the NX in general terms, and maintaining fan trust. This is a interview with Reggie that was conducted by La Tercera. For Nintendo's challenges, he says, we're an entertainment company. We want to reach the most people possible. The idea is to find new ways to have fun, looking for ideas, and exploring new areas like mobile devices. Talking about the Wii U being misunderstood, he says, when we launched the Wii U, we missed the opportunity to be clear on the concept, to show off its capabilities and what the users could do. And that hurt us. Sales were also hurt during the beginning of its lifespan by lack of games. And although we've sold 13 million consoles against 20 and 40 for the competition, what pleases us the most is that Wii U has the games with the best reviews or ratings from fans. And he's asked, how can NX satisfy or regain fans? And Reggie says, I don't think we've lost the trust of our fans. Our opportunity is to create platforms with great content that goes well beyond the fans and brings in new players to competitive systems. Games like Zelda, Mario, or Smash Brothers will always be played by fans. But there's a consumer willing to make the jump, and it was there that Wii was successful, just like 3DS, because it went for more than just the typical Nintendo fan. And that's just a snippet of the interview. You can get some other stuff from there, but that's the important tidbits. First comment comes from Ridley Soria, and they say, I agree with him that Nintendo hasn't lost fan trust, but I think it's been eroded quite a bit. I've noticed a lot of apprehension. That'll happen when you prematurely kill a system. Hopefully they turn it around. I want to believe in Nintendo again. Well, we'll find out. NX isn't too far off, and we're going to be learning about it real soon. All right. That's all the top stories for today. Kirby, what have you been playing?
Well, I did download Pokemon Go since I was last here. I haven't been playing a lot. I've mostly just caught a few Pokemon and
What's your best catch so far? The one you're most proud of?
But the thing is, I don't really know how rare.
Yeah, I have no
certain
idea
ones are. I caught an Eevee in my driveway,
Oh, lots of people like Eevee.
and I think I caught a Drowsy too somewhere.
Yes, I hear drowsy are fairly common,
Okay.
but it took me a long time. Well, actually, it's only been out for 3 weeks, but it took me a while to see a drowsy. So maybe they're not too
I
common around
hatched a
here.
drowsy.
But yeah, I'm still at like level 3 or something.
Once you get to level 5, then you pick your team. Then the real fun begins.
Pick the right
boy.
team.
Yes, the right team.
I saw somebody on Reddit saying there's a glitch in my Pokemon Go game. One of these gyms is yellow, and I don't know
I
why.
saw that
You playing anything else?
Yeah, I started playing Infamous Second Son actually because I had gotten the game for Christmas, and my dad was like asking me for more gift ideas, and I'm like, I don't know, Infamous Second Son, I guess, because I'd gotten like a bunch of other PS4 games for Christmas. So I'm playing that.
Have you played any other Infamous games?
Nope. And I had played this one at your place.
Oh yeah, that's
I think
right.
around
I
the time it
forgot.
came out. So,
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm pretty much, starting over.
Yeah. I always like the Infamous games. It's just fun to like fly around and cause destruction.
I don't know. Sometimes it seems like the controls are like. It's one of those games where like it seems like your character jumps higher than
I know
than a normal person would be able to. Like it doesn't feel like he has like enough weight to him.
I know what you mean. Yeah.
I'm not talking about just like when he's flying around.
It's like it's kind of floaty and kind of like overly animated.
Yeah, floaty, and like sometimes it's hard to jump onto surfaces precisely. It feels
he'll
kind of
do
slippery.
that. Yeah, he'll do that little like kind of like a tippy toe thing where you land on things and he shuffles around a little bit. Yeah, I know what you mean.
It's like really my only complaint.
I
have a Paris too.
Yes, I have a couple of Parises. Is that it?
As far as what I've been playing, yeah.
Mom Brain?
I have been playing a lot. Okay. I've been playing Pokemon Go. I've been playing Words with Friends suddenly again, which has been nice. I'm only playing with 2 people, you and one other person.
You don't want to say who it is.
It's Sarah.
Why aren't you playing against my mom?
I don't want to play against your mom because she plays dirty.
She does, man. She does. It's a fight. It's just, we're not playing like make words. We're playing who's going to open up the board.
Yeah, I don't like to play that way. And I just don't. I've been playing a butt ton of Skylanders. I happen to be in charge of my best friend's 3 children this summer, a few days a week. So, and it's been so freaking hot that we really can't spend a lot of time outside, and they don't have a big yard. So we've been playing a lot of video games. So Trap Team, Swap Force, and there's another one. Skylanders. I forget the other one, but we've been playing those.
I can't remember.
Oh no.
Skylanders, Trap Team, Skylanders, Trap 4 or whatever it is.
I think it's Swap Force.
Swap Force. That's it. Is it just the first Skylanders?
But there's like another one. Anyway.
Yeah, I know. I somebody help us in the RSA. What are all the Skylanders games?
So I've been playing those, and then
no, that's coming out.
And then
Giants?
No.
Is that a one?
It's the car one.
Actually,
What's the
that
car
does
one?
sound familiar.
The one with the cars. With their
I can see the goddamn logo in my head, and I can't see what it says.
That's the one.
Superchargers.
That's it.
Superchargers.
That's it.
I thought of something. Can't believe it.
And then
Skylanders wife swap, says Sir Shandy.
So pretty much I just like watch them play. And
Mail says it's Skylanders Spyro's Remorse.
And when the older one is at like summer rec, I help the little one if he needs help. And like sometimes he'll lean in and he'll be like, real quietly when his older brother's watching. He'll be like, "Auntie, will you play this part for me?" And I play it, and then he's like, "Give me back the controller," and his brother thinks that he played it. And then the middle guy is having trouble with it, so he's watching me play. What is it, Max and the Magic Marker?
Yes.
And that was fun. I've been enjoying it.
That's a very fun, interesting platformer.
Yeah. And it was cool because he like really enjoys like watching and helping me. Like he knows what to do, but it's like a lot for him to. He holds his own.
I don't understand. Where were you?
I was hanging out with my girlfriend and her kids.
Oh.
Whoa, careful there.
Whoa.
Come down here knocking, shoveling around.
Yeah. Yo, yeah.
Well,
I sent you a text.
I got it.
All right, here I am.
No, I can't think of anything else. No. Mm-mm.
Common says it's Spyro something. That's the name of the other one.
Well, I don't think we played that one.
Lube,
Yeah.
what have you been playing?
Oh, boy. I'm glad you asked. I've been playing some Civ 5.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was just playing some Smash Brothers on the Wii. Was that Brawl?
Yeah.
Playing some Brawl. And then last week, we played some Left 4 Dead 2. And I have a PSA for everybody. All right.
Wow. I know what this is.
Oh, yeah, yes, you do.
I know.
So, those of you who may not use your old Xbox controllers anymore or Wii controllers, make sure you take the batteries out of the controllers before you let them sit for 2 years without using them.
Oh, yeah.
So I fired up my Xbox 360 after 2 years of inactivity, and believe it or not, it worked. It sounded really loud. Think of like how loud an air conditioner sounds, and that's what the 360 sounded like.
Maybe it's just really dusty inside.
It probably is.
It was just excited to be powered up.
And then,
so good.
and then one of the controllers turned right on, and then the other one, I was like, oh, there's still batteries in this one. And they were completely corroded and leaking and disgusting.
Yeah.
So,
I've done that with appliances before.
So I took the batteries out, cleaned it out real good, slapped some new ones in, and it worked about 90% of the time.
Well, that's pretty good then.
So, but, check your old controllers right now, your old remotes and stuff, and take those old batteries out before they get all wonky.
Hello, Andrew SP37. SD Sticker says that happened with one of his Wiimotes, the batteries.
Yeah. So everyone out there who's listening, get those, recycle those batteries, or like take them out and use them in something that you use all the time, and that way they don't ruin your controllers.
Just throw them away at the bottom of a lake or something.
Yeah, a freshwater stream.
Yeah,
something like that, down the storm drain.
Yeah,
whatever.
just as long as people can't see it.
Flush it down the
I
toilet.
mean, batteries come from the earth, so you just give them back to the earth.
Earth. And
Batteries.
that's all I played.
That's all you played. All right, what did I play? Well, I played a lot this week, actually, most of it last night. So some people were around, and we played a butt ton of stuff. So let me think. We played Super Monkey Ball, because we were playing Monkey Target.
Monkey Target.
So we played a lot of that.
You I or baby?
I was I.
You're always
yes.
I.
I like I.
Yeah.
Vitamin G was
Gon?
Mimi, and was very angry about it because he didn't realize Mimi was so light and crappy altogether. So we played that. We played Marky Mark Make My Video on Sega CD.
my God.
And believe it or not, someone actually made a video that someone in the game liked. So the whole point of the game is there's 3 different people you talk to. Or 3 different scenarios, I should say. And in each scenario, somebody's telling you about the Marky Mark video they want. They're like, I want to see these things in the video, and I want you to use these colors, and you're supposed to make that happen. So these high school girls are telling you what they want in their Marky Mark video.
In the bathroom, right?
In the bathroom. and someone I was playing actually made it happen. And they said they liked the video and said it was good. And then that was the end of the game. The credits rolled. That was legitimately the end of the game.
So how long was that?
Actual playtime, 4 minutes probably.
Okay.
4.5 minutes, the length of a Marky Mark music video. Time you spent watching stuff, it was probably about 20 minutes because there's all the cutscenes and all that crap.
Oh, yeah.
But that was the first time I've seen anybody make a video where you know the people actually liked it. And then, like I said, honestly, the game was over. That was the end. The credits rolled.
Money well spent.
We played a little bit of Sonic CD. We played Battletoads on NES, but my NES, well, everybody's NES is acting up a little bit, so we kept getting to the turbo tunnel, and the game would just like blow up.
That's probably for the best. It's the turbo tunnel.
Your brother was here, so obviously ice hockey was played, one of his favorites of all time on NES. And nobody wanted to play it with him because, you know, we know he just wants to beat people because it makes him feel good. So nobody wanted to play. You know. But we did that. Marble Madness was played. And your brother had never played Marble Madness.
Oh, okay.
Didn't know much about it at all. So that was played. Huh?
Did Julie play Marble Madness?
Yes, of course she did. We played whatever the WarioWare is on GameCube. It's like WarioWare Mega Micro Games or something like that, which is the multiplayer one with on the GameCube, like I said. But that is a lot of fun. I remember having a lot of fun with that game, and we played it again, and it was still just as much fun. There's one mode in particular that's really awesome in that game. So we played that. I wanted to play WarioWare Smooth Moves, but still don't have that one. What else? Some NBA Jam was played.
Oh, wow.
On Genesis. Which was it was a really close game actually. NBA Jam. I feel like I'm forgetting something on the NES. I guess that's it.
You played. Oh well.
What?
Splatterhouse?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say next.
Nice.
I had never played Splatterhouse 3. Never played it. And we were at the retro game shop in Somerville, and they had Splatterhouse 3. They had an actual cartridge, and then they had a reproduction because Splatterhouse 3 is so hard to find. The actual cartridge, not even in a box or anything, was $70.
Oh man.
The repro was $20, and I was like, I've never played it. I want to play it, but I'm not going to spend $70.
Yeah, I've heard it's probably the better of the trilogy.
Well, then
I liked it. I legitimately liked it. It's more like a beat 'em up than like I know all of them. You're punching things and everything, but this one felt more like a side-scrolling beat 'em up than the other ones. But each part, you're in like a mansion, and you have to find where the boss is and beat him. And then there's other stuff to get in there. But I really liked what I played. I'm excited to play it again. So, like I said, I picked up that reproduction and tried it for the first time last night, and had a lot of fun. So I played that. I think that's it. Well, yeah, we played a lot last night. I gotta play that WarioWare game again. It was so much fun. I never forgot that it was fun, but I forgot how much fun it was. And yeah, you know, like I said, I really wanted WarioWare Smooth Moves, but I don't know why I never thought to look for it at the retro shop. Like I'm sure they'll have a copy. Whenever I'm there, I'm just looking through stuff, and I'm like, oh, I'm looking for something I want. And then as soon as I leave, I'm like, oh, I want this, that, and the other thing.
So were you there to pick up a new Sega CD or a replacement?
No, I went yesterday because your brother wanted to go.
Oh, okay.
So he wanted to just snoop around. So I was there and just happened to see Splatterhouse while I was there. And so I told the guy I wanted the Splatterhouse reproduction, and he looked at me and he had like a sad face, and he's like, okay. And I was like, why? What's the matter? He goes, well, I was actually going to take this one home with me tonight. And I was like, oh, I'm sorry. He's like, no, we're here to sell stuff. Don't be upset. And I said, yeah, you got the actual cartridge behind the counter. And he goes, yeah, I can't take that because my boss will kill me. I was like, yeah, I understand. But the thing your brother was learning is you have a very highly sought after, valuable Super Nintendo collection. So the Batman and Robin game on Super Nintendo, that's $100.
Holy crap!
That's not in box. Chrono Trigger, not in box, is $140.
Oh wow, it's more than I even remember.
There's other stuff you had that was worth a lot of money. I forget what else he was
How
talking
much
about.
is Bubsy?
Bubsy was out on the regular floor, so Bubsy, they had a lot of copies of it too. Because it's funny you say that, because your brother was talking about all the games that he has that you guys have that were worth a lot of money in the store. And I was like, well, what bad games do you guys have? And the first one he said was Bubsy. But yes, there were plenty of Bubsy copies that nobody wanted to give a home to. What other Super Nintendo games do you have? I know he listed other ones that were worth a good amount of
gotten
money.
rid of some of them. Romance of the Three Kingdoms.
Oh, that one didn't even come up. That's got to be worth some money.
It is.
We talked about you never owned Super Alfred Chicken, right?
No, I think I rented it once.
Yeah.
And I used to have The Adventures of Dr. Franken.
That he said that, yeah, he was talking about
But
that.
yeah, I think I got rid of that because I hated it so much.
Yeah, because that led me into a conversation about what was it with you guys in like monster games, like Super Alfred Chicken and Dr. Franken, and
Well, Alfred Chicken wasn't really a monster game.
doesn't it take place in like Transylvania or something?
I don't think so.
Maybe I'm wrong.
Transylvania.
I thought there were like monster bosses in it, like
Oh,
Wolfman
maybe.
or something.
I really don't remember.
I tried to forget.
Yeah, I think I was just into like games that had like platforming games with weird like animal mascots.
That's what we were talking about with Bubsy, because he's like,
Yeah.
we were laughing about how Bubsy is a terrible game, and not the worst game, but definitely a bad game. And we were saying back then, you didn't have the internet or anything like that. You literally had like the box and maybe a magazine.
Yeah.
So you look at it and you're like, oh, like an animal mascot platformer, which were very popular. You're like, this can't be too bad. But
Well, the thing was, I didn't even realize at the time that it was a bad game. I was like, oh, he talks and he says,
he
He
wisecracks.
makes funny quips.
No, I felt the same way when I played Gex, because Gex had that same
Gex is
stuff.
probably a better game, right?
Then Bubsy, yeah, Gex is a better game, yes. Not by a ton, but yes, I would say it's a better game. So yeah, I played a whole bunch of that stuff last night. I'm really into retro stuff lately.
If I think of any, if I think of any of my other Super Nintendo games, I'll let you know.
Yeah, and he was talking about how he wants to play them, but he never plays them. And he's like, we should just bring him here, because whenever I'm here, I play Super Nintendo stuff. And Vitamin G was saying he's got his Sega Master System, but it's not hooked up. He's like, I should just bring it here. I don't know why I don't bring it here. He's like, going to get more use here. And plus, I've only played a Sega Master System once, and it was a million years ago. So it's a whole new world to me. And they got a ton of Sega Master System games at this retro shop. So yeah, I've been to the retro shop a lot lately, like 3 times in like a week and a half. There's just, I don't know, stuff pops up. Oh, and then on top of that, because the NES was pissing me off last night, me and Graham were looking for options to play NES games, because another Retron, all the other slots on the Retron work except for the NES one. So I'm not spending $150 just to get NES games to work. And I have the Generation Next, which I really don't like because it doesn't emulate stuff properly. So we went online and we were looking, and the Retron 1 is just NES games, and uses NES controllers too. And they had it on Amazon. They had 3 left on Amazon for $19. And it's not HDMI, it's component. But I went on, I was like, well, it's $5 cheaper with Prime. And then I went in and I didn't even realize I had a gift card for $11. So I was like, oh, that's great. And then it said, do you want to use your American Express points? And I said, sure. And I ended up getting the whole thing for free. I didn't even have to.
Wow.
Oh, I'm sorry. I can't say that. I ended up getting the whole thing at no additional cost.
There you go. Because you pay for Amazon
That's right.
Prime.
I paid for Prime, and I also paid for things on my credit card to get those points.
Yeah.
So. But no additional cost. I didn't spend any extra money.
That's right. I forgot to mention when I was here on Tuesday, I played a little of the Super Adventure Island, and then
Oh, that's right.
the
Yeah,
first Adventure Island.
we played that too. Yeah, I forgot.
I played like 2 stages per game, I think.
Adventure Island and
1 or
Super
2.
Adventure Island. Yes.
Oh yeah, what was that game you were playing on Tuesday with our
Oh,
time?
that's right. Kid Dracula.
Yeah, that's right.
Like
Stay
Kid
out of the song, Kid
Dracula.
Dracula.
Yeah.
But you didn't.
Oh yeah. Did you know that they have a Splatterhouse game that's for kids? Yeah, it came. I don't know if it actually came out here. I know it came out in Japan, but it's kind of like the Kid Dracula thing.
Oh, okay.
So it's like a cutesy looking Splatterhouse guy, whatever his name is, in the mask. But it's all like little like chibi characters and stuff like that. They had it at the retro shop, but they had it on an NES cart. So I don't think it came out here, but it must be like a reproduction or a a hack that somebody put in an NES cart. So but it was $40. I was like, I really do want to play it, but $40 is a little past my limit.
It must be kind of rare then.
Yeah.
We were playing Shantae.
Played Shantae, that's right. I bought a reproduction Shantae cart.
And then R-Type was playing that game where he was underwater killing sharks.
You know.
Oh, Maru's Mission.
Maru's Mission.
Which he beat.
He beat, and it's pretty He only realized now, beating it, at the end of the game, they give you an address for whoever the hell made the game. I forget their North American headquarters.
Mm-hmm.
And it tells you to like send them a message and maybe you'll get something. And he was playing it now and he's like, I just realized like I should have sent something to that. And I was like, yeah, you should have.
Beaten it before.
Yeah, it just never clicked with him. That was like a real life address that he should try and reach out to. So I was like, let's do it now. Let's see if we can get something. So yeah, there has been a ton of crap about retro games going on here. And yeah, so now I don't want to say it's a new addiction because I've always liked games and, these things were new when I played them, but now I would like to get a bigger collection of Super Nintendo games at least. And of course, those are the most expensive ones, but.
Oh, is the Splatterhouse spin-off game called One Paku Graffiti?
I don't know.
Splatterhouse One Paku Graffiti?
All I know is the NES cart that I saw said Splatterhouse on it, but it had the chibi style artwork.
Okay, yeah, and it says this one was only released in Japan.
Man, so for $40, maybe I should get it. They had it in a case behind glass, so I knew it was extra important.
Bulletproof glass.
Bulletproof glass, that's right. So I guess that's it. Twitter question, yes. All right, I got to leave the IRC.
Are we doing music this week?
Yes, we're doing music too.
I did NPD by myself last week, and I got 8 out of 10 of them.
He did a really good job. He did a really good job. Okay, so I'm going back to you fungool. I'm going back to the tweet where I told you guys ask whatever you want. So I will do that now. So we're picking up where we left. Well, no, we're not because I'm reading it on my phone, but obviously some of these we've done already, so I'll skip them. Nestor says, will you ever do a GN meet and greet? Even a small one at a mall would be cool. A chance to meet you and community members. Well, we did that for the 1-year podcast anniversary.
We did that? No,
100th.
It was the 100th.
100th? Oh, yeah, 100th.
So it was almost like 2 year.
So we have done that, and it was a great party, and lots of people came from all over the place, and we had fun. And you know what we played there? WarioWare Smooth Moves. Do you remember that, Mombre?
Sure do.
Boy, that was fun, wasn't it?
Sure was.
Yeah. I would love to do something again. It's just, logistics of being an adult and having to spend money on bills instead of back then when it was living at home with your parents and you didn't have to worry about money as much.
Let's just go do this. All right,
yeah, exactly.
Go. We could take off work and nobody will care. Not no more.
Yeah. So, yeah, it's definitely something that's always in the back of my mind. R42 says, chunky, creamy, natural, or whipped?
Natural.
Creamy.
Chunky.
Oh, we're talking about peanut butter?
Yeah.
Creamy.
Wait, peanut butter?
So we got 2 creamy, 1 natural, and 1 chunky.
So listen, I'm a natural chunky in so many ways.
Oh, you mean you like organic chunky?
Natural. Like I don't like anything in my peanut butter but peanuts.
What about butter?
Barely mashed.
I like the honey.
I'm okay with honey.
I'm okay with peanut butter.
Good stuff.
Red Dragon says, how are the wedding plans going? They're not going at all. We still love you. I love you. Do you love me?
I love you more.
All right. Then we still love each other, but we're not doing wedding planning. You know,
You know why?
we bought a house.
Money.
All that. Yeah, money. See,
Our wedding money was a down payment on the house.
this adult stuff. Combo has a great one. Would you rather have
Oh boy.
3 mouths or 2 butts?
2 butts.
2 butts.
2 butts.
Are we talking about buttholes or full butts like
It's butts. He
cheeks
says
and
butts,
everything?
so full butts.
So
Yeah.
4 buttocks. Total?
Yeah.
Sure.
What? I don't know.
I think I would go with mouths.
If you had to go like,
Where would the mouths be?
Well, he doesn't say, so
Where
I can
would
put
the
them wherever
extra
I want.
butt be?
Sounds
My
like-
elbows.
it sounds like having 2 butts would
Watch me eat
create
this.
more
Watch me eat
problems.
this sandwich.
Let me just nibble on your ear a little bit.
Ew.
Yeah. What would you like? Like at least with 3 mouths, you'd be able to do other things. With 2, what gonna do for you?
Pleasure.
1 for farting, 1 for pooping. So you don't ever poop your pants.
Why would you?
Well, if
2
you-
butts so I can clear out my system before a run.
but if you had to poop, would both be working at the same time?
These are questions that science simply can't answer.
I mean, if you had to vomit, if you had 3 mouths and had to vomit, would would it be coming from 3 holes? at
That
the
is a
same
good
time?
question. Unlike if you talk, whenever you talk, it's coming out of all 3.
No, it's only one works at a time, and you can choose which one. So you could be vomiting out one and then calling for help out the other.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
you can also sing your own harmonies.
Yeah. You could be having 3 different conversations. I could be teaching and yelling at a kid, and still have a mouth left to drink coffee.
Yeah.
All at the same.
See?
3 mouths. I can
Yeah, 3
You'll
mouths.
be eating
Ice
3
cream.
Whoppers at the same
That's
time.
right. 3 Burger King hot dogs.
Oh, yeah.
eat cake, ice cream, and a
3
slice of
cans
pizza.
of hot dog Pringles at the same time.
But I feel like if
I
you
did
had
that
3
with
mouths,
one
you'd
mouth.
need 2 butts.
If I'm gonna have 3 mouths, I need 2 butts. I think you mean you need another stomach.
You need
that
something.
too.
G-Man Sir
It kinda depends
says,
on how much control you have.
when did you first learn that Daisy is garbage? I don't know. Let's ask PC.
Oh,
Oh.
I like Daisy.
yeah, I like Daisy.
Mega Jacob says, how can I grow a majestic beard like RMC? Patience is the biggest part. You need
And
patience.
keep it clean.
And, as long as you can actually grow facial hair. Like, if you can't, then I'm sorry. There's nothing I can do to help you. It would help if these were in order, but they're not. Pipple Butter says, what's your favorite piece of music from any Nintendo game and why? You really like Midna's Lament.
I
don't
love
you?
Midna's Lament. I love some of the end sequences in Mass Effect 2. Like, are really good.
It says Nintendo game.
Mass Effect 3.
What one was that on Wii U? I don't remember.
Just
Was
3.
it 3? Yeah.
Yeah, Midna's Lament, I guess. I don't know. Most of the Legend of Zelda soundtrack I really love.
Yeah, I don't know, like specific piece of music. That's tough because like
Yeah, it's hard.
there's a
to
lot
just
from Nintendo games that I like.
I mean, I've always liked the Dark World theme from Link to the Past.
That's a great one.
And I mean, there's so many more.
Yeah, I mean, there's old Castlevania music that I love.
There's like
All the orchestral stuff from Super Mario Galaxy.
that's
1 and
that's
2.
exactly what I was just gonna say. I was just listening to the Galaxy soundtrack again earlier this week, and yeah, there's songs in there that I would pick as my favorite easily.
Yeah, there's I own the Killer Instinct soundtrack from when I bought my SNES. Like,
Killer
there's a
Instinct.
couple songs on there that I legit really love. Like, I listen to all
Oh
the
yeah,
time.
and Donkey Kong Country.
Yeah, Donkey Kong Country, and
We need like 6 more hours.
for me in particular, the Skyward
Think
Sword
of all.
soundtrack. There's a lot of songs in there that I really like. Yeah, it's like impossible to pick. Luke Land says top 3 favorite wrestlers, current wrestlers. He says mine are Seth Rollins, Xavier Woods, and Enzo.
All good choices.
I really do like Enzo. I really do like Enzo a lot. So I'll put
Let's put
Enzo
on
on that
Mike.
list. Yes. I mean, I know there's one I'm definitely picking. I'm just trying to think of the second one. Mom Brain, are you going to answer this question? Or are you reading about strawberries or whatever? No, I'm not.
Jeff Hardy counts, right? Doesn't have to be WWE.
He's a current wrestler, yeah.
Sami Zayn.
That's definitely true.
And
I feel like as soon as this podcast is over, I'm going to remember someone and be like,
Well-
damn it, why? No, don't. I
okay.
didn't say him yet.
I really think I'm gonna like the new NXT girl. What's her name?
Nia Jax.
Yeah, I really think I'm gonna like her.
I really do like Kevin Owens a lot. I like Kevin Owens. I've always liked Dolph Ziggler. It's hard to
there's
pick
one
three.
that you're gonna.
Oh yeah, one that's definitely on the list is Shinsuke Nakamura, without a doubt. He's my number one right now. I can't wait for him to come to the main roster whenever that's going to happen. But yeah, him. I love Dean Ambrose. It's tough. The only one I can definitely put on my list that's a current wrestler is Shinsuke Nakamura. I don't know. There's too many others that I like for me to narrow it down.
You know, Lana and Rusev were married this weekend.
I saw that, yeah. Yeah, you can say anyone.
Yeah, well, Cesaro.
Oh, Cesaro.
Cesaro's in my top three, definitely.
Cesaro is the one. That's it. It's Enzo, Cesaro, and Nakamura.
Cesaro, and then I would have to put Goldust in my top three.
I know PC would put Goldust in the top three.
And I don't know who I would pick as my three.
Yeah, there's a lot to pick from. What else we got here?
Yeah, Cesaro definitely number one.
Maximilian says, "How did Armsy and Mom Brain meet?" Mom Brain?
We met in school.
Familiar with the hole in the wall?
Yeah, I mean, we met in homeroom, really, in high school. And it just so happened that our homeroom was also our first class. So, right?
Homeroom was first class, yes.
So we met there. Thanks, Mr. O'Rourke.
A terrible teacher and a terrible class, but it had a great purpose.
But we really got to know each other well
In the biblical sense.
in detention.
That is not true. You were in detention once.
No, I had 3 extended detentions.
Let me
We had a lot
scratch
of
that.
time to
I was
sit
in
there.
detention with you once.
Yeah, exactly. Well, yeah, because you didn't show up the other 2 times, even though you had to serve them, and you said you were going to stay with me, and then there I was.
No, I specifically told you I would stay with you, and then I told you, wait, I'm going to go see Star Wars.
And there I
Listen,
sat.
looking
Were
back.
you like, I'm going to lose this opportunity with this chick because I ain't going to
No,
be
I
in
didn't think I
detention?
had an opportunity. I was like, well, I could go sit in detention with that girl, or I could go see Star Wars.
With me.
And looking back, going to see the Phantom Menace again, not the best idea, but I still think it was better than detention.
Well,
I'd
I
say
sat
it's
there
2020.
by myself, and it was scary.
Yeah, like if I actually knew you better, it would have been an easier decision. I would have definitely gone to see Star Wars.
Yeah,
You knew me
you
real
should have
well.
put out more.
That's right. You knew me real well by the end of
We knew each other for like 3 weeks by that point.
the detention that...
In high school terms, that's like eternity.
Forever, that's
Right?
true. That's true.
Yeah, the kid behind me in detention was drawing nude pictures of me.
Hey, you got to pass the
It's a fun
time
time.
somehow. All right, final one for today. Victor says, hope I'm not too late. You're not. What's your favorite cereal and soda?
He's too late.
Favorite cereal? Ooh. Cinnamon Toast Crunch is really high up on my list. And there's cereals that I really like, but I forget that I like honeycombs. Like me want honeycombs.
Alphabets. I freaking
Do they still
love
make Alphabets?
Yeah, I saw them yesterday at ShopRite with Greta.
With the marshmallows in them?
The marshmallow vowels? I don't
Yeah.
think so.
Well, then what the hell's the point?
I love them. So then just get goddamn Lucky Charms. It's the same shit.
What if I want letters? Marshmallow letters. It's alphabets. That's the whole point.
I really
How are
like
kids supposed to learn their vowels nowadays?
How can I learn to read?
Oh, kicks. Ark, you're right. Berry kicks. I like that one.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, I
I'm
like
not
Kix.
in the chat.
Yeah.
I like
Berry
Life too,
Kix.
the cinnamon Life.
Someone else
Yeah,
said
I
Rice
used to have
Krispie Treat
Life
cereal. Rice Krispie Treat cereal.
I've
What
never
about,
had Rice Krispie treats cereal.
O's. I really like O's.
Honey cakes are okay.
I've never had honey cakes. O's. Oh yeah, I remember you got those for a while. Yeah, those were good.
They're really good. They're like little
Oh,
granola
yeah.
circle kind of things.
Yeah, I used to get those too.
They're real nice.
Well, my favorite was Just Right, but they don't make it anymore, which was like almonds and raisins and dates and granola, and it was
Isn't
really
that like
good.
Basic 4?
Yeah, it's like Basic 4.
It sounds a lot like
Exactly.
What the hell's Basic 4? I'm really excited.
Really?
Yeah.
It's like what you just said.
Yeah,
It's all that
Why
crap.
have you not told me?
I have, and I've like shown it to you, and you're like,
Not true. It's not true.
sort of like
It's
when we
probably true.
moved in,
It's
and I
probably
said,
true.
"You want me to put these gray curtains up in your game room?" And you're like, "No." And now you're like, "These are the best things ever."
This is a good impression of you.
Oh yeah, Cocoa
So-
Krispies.
Listen, I gotta go to the
Fruity
store
Pebbles.
later, so you know what Fruity Pebbles are great for? Making Rice Krispie treats.
What are you going food shopping?
Not like a
That's a JTS right there. Fruity Pebbles or Cocoa Krispies.
Yeah.
Those two.
Reese's Puffs. Yeah, I like them. I used to have them.
Oh,
I haven't had
nice.
them in a while.
they got like that oily.
Yeah, those. I remember those being like pretty greasy.
Yeah.
All
they're
right.
good.
Well, we spent enough time on cereal. We got to do sodas.
Oh, right.
Blenheim ginger ale. Holy hell. That is the best freaking beverage.
I really like Pepsi.
Ew. Do I have time to whiz?
What is it? The one with real
It
sugar.
doesn't matter.
Uh,
Throwback.
oh,
Throwback. And I like grape soda every now
Yeah,
and
great
Yeah, me
bet.
too.
Ugh. It
Sam's
doesn't
Choice
taste like
great bet.
grapes.
Yeah, no, that's what's so good.
then. I didn't say I needed it to taste like grape. I just said I liked it.
I remember having orange soda for the first time at when I was at my grandparents' house. It was Sunkist,
Oh,
and I was
Art
like,
Yeah.
just said Sunkist.
Art
I was
said
like,
Sunkist.
oh my god.
JC needs to Surge. I don't know if I've ever had Surge.
Surge. Yeah, that was like a Mountain Dew type clone.
Yeah.
I think if I remember.
Oh, yeah. Speaking of that, there's a Mountain Dew like Black Label.
Yeah.
I forget what the full name is, but I only ever see it at like 7-Elevens or Wawas and stuff like that. It's in like a tall black can with like green lettering on it. It's really good. It's some kind of berry flavor. I like Mountain Dew every once and again, but this one is fantastic. I love it. I wish I could remember what it is. No, the Black Label one. Can't remember.
I think it's just Black Label.
Black Label, like it's been finally aged.
Yes, finally aged Mountain
That's
Dew.
what they're going for.
Any other sodas that were good?
Coke.
Coke.
The new
There's
Coke.
nothing better than
Coke
a
too.
fountain Coke when you're hungover.
Fountain soda in general is great.
Yeah. Oh, I like the. I think Boylan sodas are pretty good.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
are.
any type of
You like
Boylan's.
Boylan's root beer.
Yeah.
Mommy.
Boylan
Yes.
root beers are really good.
All right, let's do finally some music. It's been a while.
All right.
It's been a while.
Here we go. This. Hold your horses now. Don't be pushing me. Stop it. You're making me nervous. All right. This song comes from Bowling for Bear.
God damn it, I know this.
I got no clue.
Oh. Is this from like one of those Shadowgate type games? No.
Is it Game Boy?
It's not.
NES?
Nope.
What is it?
Wii U.
Really?
I know what it is because I saw the screen, but I never would have guessed it because it's not anything that I think of.
I know this.
So, Sir Shandy got it right.
Oh, it's Super Mario Maker.
It is Super Mario Maker.
That's why I know it. It's Ghost House. NES Ghost House,
It is. You're
which
right.
didn't exist. It's Chocolate Factory, Super Mario Maker.
All right. So that was from Bowling for Bear, and it was Mario Maker.
Super Mario Maker.
Whatever. This song
Wow.
comes from Andy the Zombie.
Can
And
you
you
turn
clearly
it up?
know what system.
Genesis.
This is a Street Fighter?
No, if it's Genesis, all of a sudden in Genesis games.
Why do I know this?
Because it's
Because
probably
you
a
know
Sonic. It's Genesis. Or it's a Toe Jam and Earl or a Sonic.
It's not. It's still not Sonic.
It's a Sonic.
Oh, Sonic Spinball.
It is.
You're right.
First
First stage, Sonic Spinball.
That was Sonic Spinball, and it was from Andy the Zombie. Next song comes from Raj Chaos, and it comes with a little note. It says, I hope you're having a lovely pod today because I sure appreciate all you guys do. As a longtime listener from like 2009 or so, I've grown fond of the various members of the podcast crew, both past and present. So let them all know that they freaking rock. R-A-W-K.
I'll tell him.
I'm not gonna tell him. Thank you.
All right, this is Game Boy.
Sure is.
Oh, I don't know what it is. I got nothing. Should I know it?
No.
I have no guess at all.
Let me give you the little phrase on the box. Lasers, phasers, phaeton rockets, alien attackers in a distant star field.
Star Trek.
No.
Star Wars.
No.
I don't know. Bucky O'Hare.
Give up?
Yeah.
Solar Striker.
So would have never got it.
This one comes from Rat Mastered.
Right.
Rank Master.
All right, this has to be a Wario game. WarioWare. It's not WarioWare.
Micro mini games.
It's Wario.
So it's not like
Wario
WarioWare.
Wario Land.
Oh, is it 3? 2?
Nope.
4.
Yep.
Oh, okay. What
Wario
is it
Land
about
4
Wario
from
games
Rat
and those
Master.
vocals?
Next song comes from Arent Prek.
What are you looking at me for?
It's so close to Shahrazad.
Can I have a system?
3DS.
I got no idea.
Yeah.
Bravely Second and
Oh,
Rare.
all right. I don't feel bad.
That was from Arent Prek. Congratulations.
Don't know it because I didn't play it.
For stumping
That's no excuse.
the boys. This one comes from Gabons. It might take a second.
Bygones be bygones.
I lift off my wings into the sky. Arise from ocean.
SingStar.
Nope.
What system?
And it's my time I have made mine.
3DS.
Bravely Second. No. Bravely Default.
No.
Bravely Second.
I got nothing again.
Ace Combat Assault Horizon Legacy.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Really?
Yep. And that was from Gabons.
What an odd song for that game.
Here comes one from Jet Jaguar.
Focus all attacks. Very quiet.
Is it gonna get louder and scary?
Oh, you can't always get.
Eternal Darkness.
Nope.
What did you say? What this game is?
Nope.
I'm sorry, I was being transported somewhere else by a song. Did you say the system?
No. Wii U.
Fatal Frame?
Nope.
Oh, I was gonna guess for that.
Zombie U.
Yep.
Oh! Nice job!
It was Zombie U from Jet Jaguar.
It was that creepy singing.
Yeah.
That's why I thought Eternal Darkness at first.
This next song comes from Piplup Water.
Sounds vaguely familiar.
What's that little?
Mushroom Man.
Oh wait, that was not bad.
Some sort of shooting game?
No, I don't know.
Is it no or you don't know?
I don't know. Usually I don't know.
Is it Sin and Punishment?
It's not.
Good guess. Yeah, it's got that type of feel to it. It's got those Japanese noises in it. So, you know, like the hitting wood on sticks.
Oh,
You can't do it with.
4 of them with you.
it's Muramasa the Demon Blade.
Oh, see, Japanese voices.
Great job.
See, I wouldn't know because Michael's deleted my save.
Oh,
What?
and you're never going to play
Really?
it again.
That's gonna take me a long time. I'm not there yet.
All right. It
Did
was
they do a remastered version?
Yeah.
Muramasa the Demon Blade.
Yeah, I got one.
The demon.
And
The
the
Demon.
Demon Blade.
This one comes from Wired, who said he's been listening to the podcast for 10 years.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
So noble sounding.
I got X-Men.
Nope.
Silver Surfer.
No, it's on the Game Boy.
Dizzy.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Mickey Mouse.
Nope.
Conquer the Tails theme.
Nope.
Smurfs. Got
Nope.
Smurfs feel to it. It's
Bugs
definitely
Bunny.
Smurfs.
Nope.
Is it licensed?
I don't think so.
Alright, we don't know.
Bomb Jack.
Oh, I never played
The
that.
correct answer is Smurfs.
Last song comes to us from Mikey3319. Thanks for your submissions.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah, right.
I keep thinking it's going to
It's not. Not that I know of.
Is it licensed?
Yeah.
Is it a Simpsons game?
No.
Tom and Jerry?
No.
Ren and Stimpy?
No.
What system?
64.
Rugrats.
No.
Tiny Toons.
Nope. Yep.
Oh, yeah, it's got hard feel to it. You're right.
One where you just like go
That
shoot
terrible one,
turkeys.
yeah.
All right. So you didn't get Bomb Jack.
We got
Good
that.
job,
That was
Kirby.
Smurfs.
So
I think we got 9 out of 10.
8.
I think we got 10 out of 10,
7.
actually. Now that I recalculated.
6. I think you got 6.
What?
I'll take it. 6 out of 10. Where can you send music to, Mummy?
GN podcastmusic at gmail.com.
Where?
GN podcastmusic at gmail.com.
Thanks.
We'd love to have your submissions.
Oh, Luke joined the IRC. Hi,
I
Luke.
didn't know I left the IRC.
All right. Well, then that's it. We're over time. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. We'll see you next week. Goodbye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.
Yeah, that South Park music sounded familiar, and I was just, A, it's not a good enough game, and B, it's not good enough music for it to actually fully stick in my head. Well, if you have any questions, you can ask. If not, we will sit here in silence for a couple minutes. Thank God I need silence. Kirby, you should try that Splatterhouse game after the podcast.
Oh yeah, I'd like to. Splatterhouse.
You can't leave. I just came to the chat for the podcast, says Bacon Bits.
Sorry, Bacon Bits.
Roth,
Aw.
Mom Rain has been watching Stranger Things.
It's so dang good. I don't know if people like under the age of like 20 will like it, but
Because it takes place in the 80s, right?
yeah, and it just like has this like beautiful nostalgic feeling. It's like getting together with your friends and watching like your old favorite movie that you all watched like over and over together.
Yeah, because it's like, I don't know a whole lot about it, but it's sort of like a coming of age story too.
Yeah.
Kids.
Cabo. Why answer remains the same. Cabo says, what if it was 2 mouths and 3 butts? I'm going 2 mouths.
Yeah,
I
3
don't
butts.
need the extra butts.
Yeah, I think 3 butts is way
Yeah,
too
your
many.
butt's pretty big
Right?
to begin with.
What are you gonna do with another butt?
I think you could think of things to do.
They store things in there.
No, I don't want to store anything in my butt.
You'd rather store things in your extra
You can
mouth.
put it in my butt.
Well, no, I want to use it for mouth things. Talking, eating,
Eating,
Burping,
chewing.
burping.
holding on to stuff while you're using both your hands.
Sir Shandy makes a great point about the butts. He says pants would be very difficult to come by.
Yeah, depending on where those mouths are.
What do you mean? You don't wear pants on your mouth.
Yeah, what if you had a mouth that was right under your butt? And then when you pooped, it went right into that third mouth.
Keep it closed then.
You know, now I'm thinking about the Willy Bum Bum video where like all the buttocks are like.
JC Me says Bret Hart or Gold Dust. Gold Dust. I think
Dust.
Bret Hart's kind of a jerk. So that's just my 2 cents.
You know what, Kevin? Brett screwed Brett.
Yeah,
He did. He did.
Gold dust didn't screw anybody.
I think Goldberg screwed Brett actually when he kicked him in the head. Yeah, I don't know. Brett just has always rubbed me the wrong way. I mean, I don't hate the guy. Are you asking me if I can go underwearless right now or like in general?
Because right now it's
You could
always
because you're wearing
underwear.
swimming trunks.
I almost always wear a bathing suit. Yes.
There is only one time of day where I think it is unacceptable to go without underwear,
When you're sleeping.
and that is bedtime.
When you're sleeping, or if you're going to the beach.
Well, you don't wear underwear at the beach.
Roth says, have a mouth right on your hand, like in Vampire Hunter D. Yes, that's right. And I can just eat all the bad guys. Chocolate or vanilla, says Sir Shandy.
Vanilla.
Usually I'm vanilla, but that chocolate milkshake I had from Friendly's was really good.
I don't know. I can go either way.
Maybe a convert.
Like chocolate.
Hey, I had that, that Halo Top ice cream that I get that's like light and delicious. It's the chocolate version I got last night at Greta's, and it tastes like a Frosty.
La-di-da. All right, show's done exporting. We're out of here. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. We'll see you next week. Goodbye, everybody.
Bye.